Hello, my name is Taylor Hernandez, and today I'm going to be talking about how the immune system as well as the lymphatic system work together. But before I start talking about how they're intertwined, I'm first going to talk about a little bit what the lymphatic system is, and then we'll throw in the immune system and how they tie in together. So starting with the lymphatic system runs along all of your veins and arteries, but unlike the veins and the arteries, the lymphatic system doesn't flow away from the heart as well as towards the heart. It just flows towards the heart. It doesn't flow away. It's not a complete track. The lymphatic system, the best way to think about it is that it's almost like a filter for your body. It includes parts such as your lymph nodes and your spleen, and then of course all the fluid which is inside these capillaries that carry the fluid it carries the fluid. Once fluid enters the lymphatic system, it is called lymph. So within these capillaries, you have your lymph, okay? And then the best way to think about it is like your lymph nodes. Once the lymph enters the nodes, this is where it gets filtered. The exit from the lymph nodes to the rest of the body is very small. So the lymph spends a lot of time in the nodes. And during this time, this is where you have a lot of cells, which I will talk about in just a moment, which filter through and monitor the lymph to see if there is any kind of antigens or anything that needs to be destroyed. So these cells that play a role in this include your T and your B cells within your lymphatic system. You have your B cells, which mature in bone marrow, and they produce antibodies, which are used to flag the antigens which are not supposed to be in your body. So when they're monitoring this lymph, they will see a virus or bacteria or a cell that is foreign to your body, and they will flag them. So that way, your T cells come into play. Your T cells mature within your thymus, which sits right on top of your heart. And your T cells inside your thymus, those are just immature T cells. They don't do anything. That's where they mature. And once they're matured, then they go out to the rest of your body. Back to the B cells flagging these antigens. Once these antigens are flagged, the T cells will recognize that they are flagged, and they will go and they will destroy them. They will kill them, get rid of them from our body because they are foreign. Okay? You also have things such as macrophages and dendritic cells, which play a huge role as well. Macrophages, a good way to think about it is they're kind of like the Pac-Man in your body. Whenever they sense these things, these antigens, they not only activate T cells to go destroy this foreign substance, but they also consume it and phagocytize it. You also have dendritic cells, which they will see these antigens and they will take them to a node, to the T cells, so that way the T cells can destroy them. It's almost like they are seeing it and they're just bringing it to the cells that are going to destroy it. Now with the immune system, you have your first line of defense and you have your second line of defense. So within your first line of defense, you pretty much have your skin barrier and your mucosal lining. So whenever there is whenever there is a foreign substance, your first barrier is your skin to keep it outside your body. But if you breathe it in or you consume it in any way, you have your mucosal lining within your sinuses and within your throat, which help to catch the foreign substances before it gets too far. But of course, your first line of defense doesn't always work, and once it makes it past there, that's when you meet the T cells, that's when you meet the B cells, that's when you meet the the phagocytes. That's when your fever is triggered, when inflammation is triggered, that's when all of this is triggered. So this is when the two systems tie in together. So obviously, like I said, your lymphatic system runs throughout your whole body and it acts as a filter system. And within your lymphatic system, you have your immune system, which consists of so many cells, so many players, which help to not only filter the lymphatic system, but to help go and destroy these cells, these foreign substances, so to say, to our bodies. So, within the immune system, you have your T cells, and you have your B cells, you have your phagocytes, which are pretty much the same thing as your macrophages. They go and they phagocytize any of the foreign substances which are found inside of your body. They will consume it and they will break it down. You also have natural killer cells, which are involved in your immune system, which are pretty much cells that see these foreign substances, these foreign cells that are not a part of our body, and they go and they induce apoptosis on these cells. So pretty much they make these cells go and self-destruct. And then you have your inflammation, which is another secondary response, which is a good way of kind of inducing a healing whenever there is something that has happened, and your fever, which is another secondary response, which your body uses to help combat these cells, which are not a part of your body. So let's talk about when there's a new virus that is getting introduced into your body. So this is like the best example I can use as to how the immune and the lymphatic system are intertwined. So let's say there is a new virus that your body has never encountered, and it makes it past your first line of defense, which is your skin barrier and your mucosal lining, and it gets into, you breathe it in and enters your bloodstream, and it enters into your lymphatic system. And when it is in your lymphatic system, your B cells see this, or if your B cells don't see this, your dendritic cells will see this and take it to your T cells saying, hey, this is not a part of your body, this needs to be destroyed, this is foreign. Okay, and then the T cells, the macrophages, the natural killer cells, the T cells, it's all activated, and then they go to destroy this particular foreign substance. And when it is going to be destroyed, these foreign cells, like I said, this is the way, in this example, these foreign substances, these cells have never been seen before in your body. So it is completely new. So your T cells and your B cells are trying to, or not your B cells, your T cells, your macrophages, your natural killer cells, all of them are trying to figure out how to kill this. And once they do, they create memory cells, which are pretty much your body's way of remembering, hey, if this virus ever comes back, this is like your cells would recognize it faster than they did originally. They would know what to do better faster, because the first time they encounter it, they are figuring out what to do with it because it is new. But if it comes back a second time, your body has seen it before, your immune system has seen it before. So when it is getting filtered through your lymphatic system, your immune system has a better knowledge of how to do it, not only better, but faster as well. So in conclusion, your lymphatic and your immune system go hand in hand, especially since your lymphatic system is pretty much filtering through all this lymph, trying to see if there's antigens, and then your immune system consists of all these key players, such as your B cells, T cells, macrophages, natural killer cells, your first line of defense, everything. And so when it is getting filtered through your lymphatic system, your immune system goes to kill the antigens which are not supposed to be there. Thank you.